What up? Welcome to Coding Life as podcast with the mics. So today we are going to explore a specific mental state, or it can be mental or physical, mostly exhaustion. Have you ever found yourself at work? You're overwhelmed and you're not aware what is happening around you, or you just feel like you have achy joints. You just feel exhausted. So today we are going to explore that part of being a software developer, which is a key part because it's the thin line between creativity and health wise. Because if you're not cautious enough, most of the time you'll even end up in the hospital if you're not careful enough. Maybe Mike, what generally, what do you understand when someone tells you in tech, when they say that at the moment I'm burnt out? What do you understand in your own words?
In my own words.
Yeah. What do you understand?
I think when they say that, or when we say that,
we the tech community.
It is that point that we reach and we feel like it is our end of creativity.
Yeah, the end of creativity.
Yeah, you don't want to go beyond.
Yeah, you're just there,
and you are bored.
Yeah,
and nothing is coming out.
And you're experiencing more bugs, and they are hard to solve.
Even if they are so demanding, and also you need to fix them.
Yeah.
But now time does not allow.
Usually find, let's say for example, I think my state of burnout is it's not different per se, because I know most developers experience it. Me, I find myself when I'm burnt out, and maybe I'm not aware. There's the state of mind that you're not aware that you're burnt out. I find myself I'm trying to solve a very minute problem, but it's taking me forever.
You don't have that drive.
No, I have the drive, yes.
Okay.
But you see, my creativity part of it, when you're working around bugs, there are bugs that you need to think outside the box. That you actually need your state of mind at 100% for you to be able to solve. You know that, you've experienced that. So me, I find myself, it's a small thing that maybe on normal times I can solve it in minutes, maybe even 1 or 2 minutes. But I find myself being there for 3 hours just thinking, what is happening here, you see? So that happens for me most of the time. And then other times when I'm not careful enough, I might even end up going to the hospital because maybe my body is just telling me something that you need to relax back. You need to relax. You're doing too much.
You give yourself.
You need to pull back a bit and just breathe. You see that breathe. Yeah. So before you when you find yourself in that specific state, what do you tend to do for you? Maybe yes, there are ways. There are long-term ways, like going on leave or something like that. But what are the short-term solutions that you take? Because maybe you are in between a sprint, and yes, you can't take a leave, but you also need to be creative. But you're also burned out. What do you do when maybe you're in such a state?
One thing that has stand out on Mike is taking a walk.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you take a walk from a walk of nature now, you are able to separate yourself from the world, the screen. And give yourself time off the screen. And I think that has worked out for me.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, Mike, what are those signs that you feel like that give you red flag? These are burnouts.
For me.
Because most of us don't realize it, as you said. You don't realize it. You're not aware. What are these signs that you know before it happens? You say this is a burnout.
Obviously, I think number one is, as I've said, your creativity goes down. Because you can easily know if your creativity is down. you will just look at maybe the problems you're trying to solve and you'll be like, nah, this one,
this
nah.
one.
So that is one of the signs.
Mm-hmm.
2, you just get into this state that you see the way, because as we do coding, because out of passion, so it gets to a point you're like, nah, you're trying to code, but you don't have that interest and that passion is not there. You just feel, once you look at your laptop like this or your editor like this, now you feel like you're overwhelmed. You see, like you even to a point like it's even you're even confused. Yeah, it's not interesting anymore. So that's another sign that I try to capture in regards to being burnt out. The other one is when you feel like there's something wrong with your health, with yourself, health-wise. Mostly headaches or something like that. You're getting headaches. Sometimes you have joint pains because you've been at it for the longest, for long hours. So for me, that's what mostly happens. And for the solution, for me, these are like I try and go around when I'm burnt out. So for me, as you've said, I take long walks. So and I try, because where I live, there are sections where we have like forests per se. So usually go and take walks alone, not with anyone, because when you're with someone, you'll just be having stories there, and that's not what you want. You want to separate yourself first from the world. You just want to take a walk alone.
Alone walk.
It's just you and nature.
Mother nature.
Or I can go on a trip with friends. That's also another way. I can just pay for a trip, go meet new people, you see, and just have conversations that will ease the burden. Now, you see the tech, mental wise, that tech burden that's it's in your head.
Okay.
Usually, like it helps when you take a trip, but that's an expensive. Obviously, that will cost you.
Yeah.
I also like if I'm burnt out, sometimes I want to spend time with my family. I need to go sit there with my dad, my mom, my siblings, and just have funny stories, mostly childhood stories that are funny. And I feel like it helps when you're having, because you laugh a lot, of course. You laugh because most of the time you're just looking back, maybe to where you've come from, and most of the time it's funny. So I try and go sit with my parents, talk it out, and maybe talk to someone and just have stories. Maybe a friend.
Let me ask you, Mike, how does burnout affect your work? Because for me, I feel like it reduces sense of confidence and my competence of performing my work.
For me, not so much on the confidence part of it. Because for me, I feel like my tech confidence has been, it's not only, it's built by different factors. For me, the way burnout affects my performance mostly is delivery time. It takes longer, because most of the time you'll see me when I'll just, you see, in between work, I'll just maybe wake up and just walk. You see, it will take me more time. I'll not have that 100% concentration on what I'm doing at the moment. So mostly for me, it's just the time taken to deliver something. Yeah, it's the time. Mostly, it's the time taken to deliver a specific task. Yeah. So all the other factors.
Can you say that the burnout is as a result of doing the same type of work every day?
No, not really. Not really. I don't know. It also comes when you're doing different things. Once when you're doing like you are, you see, like me, how I work, you'll find me doing both back end and front end jobs. You get, and also you'll find me doing DevOps. So there's no point in time I can say that today, tomorrow, the other day I'm doing the same thing. Every day is different. Like every day is different for me. And like sometimes you're doing requirements, you're gathering requirements for a new module.
Okay.
every day is different. I feel like every day it doesn't. I don't think burnout comes from doing the same thing continuously. Maybe it comes by pushing so hard on maybe a specific. You see, a specific maybe career, like you're doing 24/7 a week. You're just coding. You see, you just get like a few hours to sleep, but you're just coding. But if you do different things, like the way we are doing podcasting, you see, I can code. I code. I do podcasting. I get to do those works as I've said. I get to do a lot of things. I think that one will the burnout doesn't come, so you even don't notice. As you've said, it comes sometimes without you even noticing. But I think doing different things, some of them interesting, and then yes, coding is interesting, but to some extent it's not per se, because it's technical. You see, so trying to like venture out of your normal norm. I think that one helps.
By the way, have you tried farming as a way of coping with burnout?
No, me, I'm not a farmer. Generally, I'm not a farmer per se.
Okay.
But me, I would say another thing maybe I do. I think I had missed it. Is mostly cooking. I'm so passionate about it. The people who are around me, they can tell you.
Who doesn't like food?
Yes, who doesn't like food? But there are people who like food, but they don't like
the process of cooking.
You see, but me, I'm passionate about it. The people around me, they can tell you. I prefer cooking most of the time because it gives me that mental stability. When you're washing utensils there, you're cutting your onions, your tomatoes. It gives you that comfort. And of course, I'm not a fan of it because me, I would say I'm insomniac, so I usually don't. I have a problem sleeping. That's true. Me, I have a problem sleeping. But when I'm
have you seen a doctor?
I'm not sick because it's the things I do and the routines I have that just make me just stay up. But if I wanted to sleep, I would if I wanted. But I've been used. You see, programming. When you're doing programming and you're doing so many things, you get to a point you have less time because you have delivery dates that are tight sometimes, so you have to work at night. So you get to a point now your body gets used to it. Even when you go out on a vacation, you just find yourself at 4 a.m. you're up and you're sleeping at 12 or 1 midnight.
Now, can you say that burnout reduce your work-life balance?
When like personal life and work, no, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Like for me, I don't think I have. I don't have that other. You see, people like to say that you have personal work balance. For me, I don't think I have that other person. I feel like for me, most of the time, maybe a few minutes or hours that I'm not coding, but I feel like for me, most of the time I'm doing it. I'm coding like most of the time. Apart from now, we are doing like the way we are doing podcasting. I have to create time for me to do of which it's still the same thing because it's I'm still working, which is I'm also into content creation. That's still work. I'm also trying because in this we are trying to give out knowledge out to the people. So I'm also thinking, and you see, it's still work. So for me, I feel like it's programming. I don't see any other balance that because it gets to, it gets to a point. Yes, as much as I've said, I try and go sit with my parents and go sit with friends. It gets to a point that that's the only thing you do, which is really sad, so to say. It's really sad because I think you're supposed to have personal life. You need to do something fun because I see other people like whenever we're out of work, they try to go swimming. But not for me. I don't know.
Doesn't work for you?
No, it doesn't. I've tried it. Yes, I'm social with people, but I usually don't fit in as much. You with your first, if you know me at first, you'll think I'm this social person that just fits in everywhere.
Yeah.
But I'm not. Sometimes it feels weird when I'm out with people.
Yeah, same.
But I try. Let me say I try. As much as there's that personal work-life balance, I feel like I try. I try my best to make sure I create some bandwidth of time.
Yeah.
At least to watch a movie on Netflix.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah, I try. I try my best. But most of the time, I think I'm coding. Like most of the time. Because you see, when you're working 8 to 5, you work 8 to 5, then you have to, maybe you're learning. You see, these courses you just do online. Maybe you're learning also, you're in a school. You see, maybe you're teaching people how to code, because I teach people how to code. You see, now
code reviews. I think I became addicted once I signed to be a techie.
Yeah,
to my laptop, and that to my family, back to the family, it does not work well.
Yeah, that side of it suffers.
Yeah,
which you don't plan for them to suffer.
Yeah,
it's just automatic.
Yeah, and I feel like being addicted to the screen. Yeah, being addicted to a screen has given me most of them are burnouts which I could not realize. You see, sometimes it's you see, like me when I started coding, I didn't wear glasses. Yeah,
I was fine.
You're so fine.
Yeah, I was. I didn't wear glasses because my eyes were okay. But with the way I code and the way the many hours I work, right now I wear glasses because now I have a problem with the light that comes out from the laptop.
The hazy eyes.
Which is because I do it all the time. Yeah, I do it all the time. I know it's different for many people because their eyes are different. There are eyes with good eyes that they don't even need to wear glasses. So as much as you see, you're affecting your eyes, and at the same time, you're exhausted. You find yourself exhausted. You can't sleep because you see, sometimes there is an exhaustion that comes. You see, some people, when you're exhausted, some people just sleep. Totally. They just sleep totally. But for me, when I'm exhausted, I rarely sleep that much. I rarely sleep. But I try to take leave days and some off days for me to recharge and just chill.
Talking of off days, Mike, let's come to burnout. The burnout, let me call it the professional burnout, because it has its own consequences.
Yeah.
Consequences. And one of the consequences I think it brings to a person who is working is a reduced efficiency, and 2, missed deadlines, lowered project quality, increased staff turnover. What are these consequences that you have found yourself affecting your corporate life, like as a working person?
As I said,
the burnout.
As I said, it's for me. It's just delivery time. Maybe specific task taking too long to complete. So I think that's the major one for me. Yeah, and sometimes you're like not to say you're moody. No, you're not moody.
Can you say it's a mood thing?
No, not mood thing. You just want to like concentrate. You're trying to force concentration. You see,
on one thing.
Yeah, you just want to force concentration for you to just at least in a day for you to complete the task that I'll assigned to you.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you guys.
Can you have a? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
So maybe before we end, you can ask. Maybe.
I think we have dwelled too much on people who are not working remotely.
Yeah.
You have a word or two to the people who are working remotely, who are experiencing burnouts.
I think okay. I think burnout is burnout. It doesn't depend. There's no difference with where you're working.
Okay.
Yes, for the people going to the office every day, you have to commute and all that. But also when you're working from home, you get to do a lot. If you've worked on both, like for me, I've tried remote and this 8 to 5 at work, which I feel like when you're working remote, you tend to do a lot of work, and in return you get burned out also. But at home you can take a walk. and then you can spend it with, maybe if you have kids, with your kids there. And I think that's fun, and that will ease some of the burden in your burnout. So yeah, so just the advice is just take some time off your laptop, just recharge, and trust me, your productivity will go to the roof. You'll be knocking tickets that I don't think you thought. You'll have crazy turnover. So that's pretty much it from the side.
And it's so good to say that research has shown that 83% of software developers are experiencing burnouts. So if you are there and you are wondering, do I experience burnout?
Yes, you are.
You are. Yeah, one way or the other you are.
It will catch up with you.
Yeah, and it's wise to find ways where you can deal with it, because it can lead to mental health and health issues. And that is it from us. So
thank you guys for sticking around yet again in another episode of Coding Lifers podcast. So for us, we're striving to give you the best content as much as we could. And thank you for the feedbacks we are getting from you guys. It's quite positive.
Quite positive.
We are really looking forward every day to giving you content, and
they are so motivating. Content.
It's so motivating. And if you've not subscribed yet, kindly subscribe. This is the time. Like our videos and turn the post notification bell for more content like this one. So thank you guys, we really appreciate. And if you have any feedback on the way we are doing our content, just go to the comment section. It doesn't have to be negative, it can be a positive feedback, just saying that we're doing a good job if we are. And it can be a negative, maybe we have somewhere we need to improve.
We
will respond to everything. You can find us at YouTube at Coding Lifers, and Spotify at Coding Lifers, at Google Podcast at Coding Lifers, and Instagram and Facebook at Coding Lifers.
All over.
So thank you, and cheers guys. See you next time.
Coding Lifers.